Become a Patreon of Jeva today and receive a ton of perks including Discord roles, early access content, private support channels, code snippets, and more. Join today at patreon.com/jevajs. Alright, what is up guys? My name is Zua from Jeva, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of the Twitch bot. So pretty much today we're just going to create a little command handler so we can write commands in different files, and it will just be a lot more organized. So first off, I'm going to install the dependencies npm I. You probably don't have to do this if you're coming straight from last episode for our part 1, but since I just pulled this off GitHub, you have to get the dependencies back. So there we go. We're good on that. Now I'm going to open up the bots. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to open up that right here. So first, what I did change, which is something you should do, I'm going to change this variable to channel, from channel to channel name, and every time it says channel we want to change it because this callback right here it has a channel callback, so I don't want it to be conflicting, and it's kind of confusing too, so I'm just going to change wherever I put channel here, and not here but also here. So yeah, that's just going to be a completely different variable now. So this is the channel that it's going to be sending at, so we're sending it as ourselves, technically speaking. There's so much versatility, like I said probably in the last episode. It's been a while, but yeah. So first off, let's create a prefix for our commands. So if we do like !help, it's gonna say it's gonna trigger. So first let's create a prefix. So var prefix is equal to ! in quotes here. There we go. And what we're gonna want to do now is create the command handler now. So I'm gonna go down here a little bit and call this command handler code right here, and then I'm going to first create a variable called args. So this is going to be passing in the arguments of each thing or each message that's sent, and it's going to be cut off by whatever you said. So if you do if you do like help, and then one of the arguments is help yes. Args is just we're gonna only take these and not this part. So how we're gonna want to do that is we're gonna have to do that. Let's create it. Const args is equal to message dot slice, and then we have to slice it with the prefix dot length, and then we want to trim, which is a function dot split, and then we have to put in a regex or regex, whatever you want to call it, pattern in here. So we want to do slash, no quotes by the way, plus slash g. So you're gonna want to put that like so, like I just did that right there. And now I'm gonna want to create I'm gonna create the command variable. So I'm gonna do const cmd is equal to args dot shift dot to lowercase. So just like that. So pretty much this is just gonna take the command. So this is just gonna take the first thing. So if we did like !help, I'm sorry about this, it's gonna output like help. That's what that's doing. So now what we're gonna want to do is let's create a try catch statement, because I'll show you how how we're doing this here. So or I'll just zoom this. Actually, no, that hurts. Okay, so I'm gonna do we have to do try catch. So catch, and then we have to find the exception error, and then we want to if the command doesn't exist, you could probably say like client dot say channel name command doesn't exist. You can say that if you want, but if anyone uses !, it's just gonna always say that. so I'm just gonna return it like nothing happened. So yeah. So in here, what we're going to want to do is create a variable, or we're going to let command file equal to require, what's it called? Require, so every time we are talking, or every time we are triggering something, we're going to be referring to a file name. So I'm going to create a folder called commands. So in this folder, we're going to create our first command. We're going to make a little simple ping command. It's gonna send our millisecond or our response time. So I'm gonna do ping.js like so. So it's gonna be referring to anything that you make in here. So you could make whatever commands you want, but this ping, like the file name, that's what it's gonna be triggering as. That's how we're gonna make it. So what we're gonna want to do is make these ticks, by the way. And so what we're going to want to do is now do commands. We're going to source into the commands folder, and then we're going to instead of referring to the single file, we're going to refer to the what was it? It's command right here. So command.js. So if you can see how this works, every time you say something, it's going to check if this file exists. If it doesn't, it's going to return. But if it does, we're going to actually run the file, run the code that's in the file. So we're going to do command file.run. And now what we're going to want to do is, so we can use all of these variables right here in that file that we're going to make right here. I'll split this up. We want to also put in these in here too, so we have or so we can use those in this file. So we're going to want to pass those through using .run, and then client message args user channel in self. So we're using all of these, we're passing through all of these, so we're able to use it in here. And also we're going to pass the args in, because that is kind of useful if you want to make your bot a little more complex in the future. So now that that's done, we're going to want to go into the ping.js folder, and let's create it. So every time it's ran, we can't just start writing code in here. We can't just do console.log hi or whatever. You have to make it run it, or when it's being run, you have to trigger it. So, or it has to be triggered by export.run, exports.run, my bad, .run, and then this is gonna have a function of all of these that we just made right here, or wrote up all of these, and then paste that in there. It's gonna be an arrow function, and now we pretty much have we can start writing the code in here using all these variables that we passed through on. So I'm gonna do client.ping. So what we're doing pretty much is this is gonna send the ping of our the response time of it. So what we're gonna want to do is do that then function, and then the data is what it's gonna be coming back as. And then we're in here, we're going to create a variable called let ping is equal to so pretty much this ping, it returns like I think it returns it in like milliseconds, like or no, it returns it in, I don't remember, but it returns it in something else. So we have to do honestly I don't remember from the top of my head, so we have to do math.floor, and then we want to round it because it returns it in a decimal, so math.round, and then data times 1000. So just like that. And now we want to do client.say. We want to use the channel that we are using this in, so it'll be channel. And then we're going to want to say, like we pass this through, we can use channel, so it's going to say it in that channel. And now in here we're going to say like at the username, at user.username, whoever wrote the command, or whoever used or triggered it, is going to be like at your name, your ping is, and then we want to put in ping, just like that. So that's pretty much done right there. That should work. Let's try that out actually. Let's see here. So I'm going to do node bot.js, just like that. There we go, joined. where did I put it? Right here. There you go. The welcome message, whatever. And I'm gonna do exclamation point ping, and it says your ping is 77. So there we go. I should probably put like 77 milliseconds, just like that. So it restarted it. Gonna be like ping. Sorry about that. Here, I'll just put like something after, but it's gonna say our ping right there, the response time, just like that. It's running all of this in this file through this chat listener right here. So that's pretty much how to create a command handler. Just make sure to keep, if you're making it, make sure like this is the template, I guess. So if I were to take that out, this is what you always want if you're making a command. Nothing else really, because it won't run. Everything has to be inside of this exports.run function every time you want to run something from here. So I'm going to put this back in here, uncomment it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. I'll definitely go in more depth later on, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you like more videos like these, just tell me. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video, and become a Patreon, patreon.com/jevajs, and join the Discord. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.